begins the fight for the strongest man on the planet from all corners of the globe. 3 tournaments leading up to the Ultimate World Championship. The epic battle begins now, Riga, Latvia. Welcome to the City of Inspiration. Welcome to Riga, Latvia. This is the IFSA European Championships.
I'm Doug Anderson. Joining me as usual, my partner, former world champion Jamie Reeves. Jamie, a tremendous field we've got.
Well, we've got a tremendous field. We've got a tremendous atmosphere. The crowd are going crazy. We've got the best guys in Europe, all fighting for 4 spots at Quebec for the World Championships. Everybody's in tip-top shape, Doug. It's like waiting for a grenade to go off.
With the top quality athletes that we've got here, Jamie, are we going to see some world records fall?
I would think so. There's everything to play for. As I said, everybody wants to get to the World Championships. Everybody's in top shape. I think we're going to see some world records.
Let's get to the action.
First of 8 grueling tests at the European Championships will be the Farmer's Walk. A 75-meter course, 250 kilos, 550 pounds, and a 75-second time limit. Our first battle features a young Russian and a man with his specialty in the Farmer's Walk.
My name is Mortimer. I come from Estonia and I am 26 years old. I work in Estonian police, maybe strongest police in the world. But I hope that I'm staying in the first 4, because first 4 going in the World Championships, qualifying in the Quebec, and I must be in the first 4.
The crowd here in Riga, Latvia, behind the 26-year-old Estonian police officer. They want to see him put on a show in the Farmer's Walk. Igor Padan, head-to-head against Mortimer, is just for pride. It's the clock that counts for him.
And they're out of the gate, with Mortimer taking the quick lead. Igor Padan.
Yeah, well, Padan looks like he's struggling a little bit there. He's got very big thighs and they seem to be hitting the implements. Going up to the first turn, and it's Mortimer with a slight lead.
Look at the way Mortimer carries the implements, nice and flat, where Padan, it dips toward the back end, and that makes it very tough on the grip.
Yeah, Padan's down. Mortimer's coming up. He's onto the home straight. No put down so far for Mortimer.
Yeah, Andres Mortimer is on fire, making the last turn. Coming up on the final 10 meters.
No put down so far. 10 meters to go for Mortimer. Can he be the first man in the world to make this course? Yes, he can. Fantastic from Andres Mortimer of Estonia.
Boy, is he a happy man, Andres Mortimer. We'll see if that's close to world record time as well.
It must be, Doug. He never put them down at all. Here we see Mortimer coming up, 15 meters to go. His eyes are fixed on that finish line. He wants to be the first guy to ever complete this course. 5 meters to go, and Mortimer is over. Success all the way for Andres Mortimer.
Andres Mortimer setting a new world record, 50.07 seconds.
Can the veteran Savickas or the young and up-and-coming Russian top that mark?
The giant figure there of Savickas.
Well, Jamie, we've seen the world record fall. Savickas has a big task.
He does indeed, and he's going against the new talent This is the guy that everybody's predicting in 2 years will be unbeatable. Mikhail Koklev from Russia. He can lift, clean and jerk over 250 kilograms. He's athletic, but he's really up against it with Savickas here.
Savickas comes out of the gate flying, but quickly, Koklev closing the gap in the first turn comes off.
He is indeed, and look at Koklev. He's 140 kilograms, that's over 300 pounds, 6'4", very trim and athletic for a weightlifter. But it's a chasing game for him now. He's chasing Savickas, who's making the 50-meter turn, and Koklev's made ground up here.
Sure has, only 2 meters behind, both men with a put down. Koklev right at the turn, and it's Savickas just shortly in the lead.
Well, this is it now. Remember, the clock's ticking, and it's catch up now for Koklev as he sees Savickas going down the course. Savickas is 5 meters from the line, and he's made it.
So Savickas crossing the line first. Koklev with only 5 meters to go. He's coming up just shy with another put down. Time is now playing a factor.
But he's made the course. That's a terrific effort from Koklev. You see here, Koklev's left it a little bit late. Savickas is off down the course. And once Savickas is over, maybe Koklev just loses a little bit of concentration and puts down. But Savickas is the winner.
Well, if it wasn't for the massive time of Andrus Muromets, Sadrunas Savickas would have broken the old world record that was set by Elbrus Nigmatulin. Savickas with a solid effort.
From all corners of the globe, it is started. Riga, Latvia is the proud host to the IFSA Strongman European Championship. Stand by for the world's strongest deadlift and Baltic power. Lithuania's Sadrunas Savickas is the favorite in any discipline he enters. However, from Latvia, the hometown favorite, Raymond Bergmanis will be looking to mount an emotional charge. The deadlift, 320 kilos, 705 pounds. How many reps in 75 seconds? The Latvian legend on home soil, Raymond Bergmanis. Listen to the crowd, get behind their hometown hero. Both Bergmanis and the crowd want nothing more than a world championship berth.
But this is one of Ray Bergmanis' favourite events, and he needs the points. He's got the crowd on his side. Let's see what he can do. Here he goes.
As you said, the crowd is going to certainly help him out. That first one goes up easily. Bergmanis straightens the back, then rep number 2 is up.
Nice technique from Bergmanis here. An ex-weightlifter and Olympian, 3 really good reps there. Picture book, perfect technique there.
Look at him just flex out the shoulders and lock out the knees.
Well, I'm sure this will be scaring some of the other guys. He's really setting the benchmark here, Bergmanis, with some terrific lifting. Struggling a little bit, locks it out for another success. Taking a breather.
That's 6 reps for Ray Bergmanis. Will he get to the, as you call it, Jamie, the magic 8? Here's lucky number 7.
Well, I'm sure there's another lift there. If he wants it, he'll have to fight for it, but it's definitely in the tank. Just heard a big roar of thunder there, and the crowd is shouting, here it goes!
He's got it past the knee, up! And a good lift for Ray Bergmanis. That's 8 quality reps in the 320 kilo deadlift. What a replay this is going to be.
Yeah, you can see here he digs in for number 8. The crowd is shouting, he pulls it through. He's fighting for the lockout, but he gets it. Good lift for Ray Bergmanis, 8 repetitions.
He's standing by with Tammy Tyson.
8 repetitions, that's terrific. You've got to be happy with that. I know the crowd was.
I'm happy. A little bit tired. If a little bit fresher, I think we'll maybe lift 10 times. But very good deadlifters comes after me, and I think she lifts 9s and 10s.
Ray Bergmanis setting the standard by which others will be compared. 8 reps and that gives him the lead here in the deadlift.
Next up, another potential contender in Tomi Lota.
Jamie, here comes a guy that's been on fire in competition of late.
Yeah, he's coming off a couple of wins here, Tomi Lota. He's the current Finnish champion, a very good deadlifter, and that's number 1 for Tomi Lota.
Tomi Lota gets number 2 up. Down, will he go right at number 3? No break, and number 3 is up.
Oh, and the strap came off there, Tomi Lota. Whether it broke, I think it did.
He broke a strap on his left wrist. And now he's asking if...
Well, it's just one of them things you can't foresee, a broken strap. But there's a lot of pressure on. It's always best to get a new set of straps when you're lifting. Can he recover, Tomi Lota? He can for one more rep.
Very good effort from Tomi Lota to come back and post another rep. Will he get a second one to his credit? And
the strap's gone again.
This one on the right hand, and Tomi is very upset and walks off.
This lift, he comes up, the strap breaks and it's down. Then again here on the second lift, exactly the same happens. He gets it over the knee, puts in another drive, and the second strap breaks. That's a disaster for Tomi Lota.
Once again, the big Z, Savickas.
He's one of the biggest guys in the competition at 175 kilograms. He's the guy that's winning everything at the moment, Savickas.
And he looks bigger than ever.
Oh, he just looks huge. He's put so much timber on. You can see his thighs and shoulders are absolutely huge. But he's got to utilise them now on this deadlift. He knows a good result here could put him up into the lead.
Look how tight those straps are around the wrist as well. Savickas gets the first rep up, and that was very clean.
Nice technique from Savickas. Savickas is a world-class powerlifter. This is one of the disciplines.
Has a very nice pace going as well. It's down, partial block, then right back up. There's the 5th rep from Savickas.
Just starting to slow a little bit there on number 6. Will he take a break? I think he will.
He would dearly love to beat the lofty 8 reps and move in to number 9.
Well, the deadlift's an event that's just about brute strength, and it's one the guys really take pride in winning.
There's 7 reps. Savickas, one more to tie the leaders. He's got plenty of time, Jamie.
He has indeed, and he's utilising that, Doug. This is where experience counts. Sinks in, fighting it through. Is he going to make it? No, he's not.
Lost it at the knees, and Savickas will walk away with 7 reps. And how tough is that? Take a look at it on the replay.
Well, you see on the replay, he takes a long break, pulls again, fighting it up, and it's down, and Savickas calls it a day.
But a big job from Savickas to pick up some crucial points here in event number 2.
Prepare for the Strongman log lift. And Savickas, who's been lifting what would be a world record 210 kilos in training. That's 462 pounds of pain and agony. Can the other world's strongest men possibly match him in this grueling discipline? The IFSA European Championships here in Riga, Latvia. Taking a look at the scoreboard. Mortimer and Magnus have both won an event, but don't count out Savickas just yet. The log lift for max weight, starting at 140 kilos, 309 pounds, and rising. This group may challenge the world record. The local hero, battling implements and injuries.
This could separate him in the point standings. He needs this lift. Magnus quickly gets it to the chest. He's got to roll it back and does. Now to go for the press. This is where the right arm will be painful. And Magnus powers through with a successful lift at 160.
Well, Magnus delighted with that lift. You watch him here. It's a nice clean, a little bit more stable. And that's a terrific lift for Bergmanis, 160 kilos.
Can Savickas top the local hero?
Savickas, look at the concentration in those eyes.
And this next lift for Savickas will take him into the lead.
Straight to the front of the log.
Once again, an easy clean.
Could not press it out, but they give him a credit on a good lift.
Yeah, it looked pretty quick, that. He got the signal very, very quickly, and that's the lead now at 175.
Pekanov, a mountain of a man.
Pekanov, a huge guy. Very close to 400 pounds in weight. The log's very close to 400 pounds. This is like putting his own body weight above his head, Doug.
Pekanov rolls it up the chest. No, he can't turn the hands over.
And remember, he needs this lift to push Savickas. Savickas is already clear at 175. Pekanov struggling here at 180.
Alexander Pekanov will be unsuccessful at 180 kilos, so he will top out at 170.
And that gives the win to Savickas. You can see he's just having trouble getting it over his belly here on the clean. He just can't turn it round, and that's a no-go for Pekanov.
So Pekanov not good at 180. He finishes at 170, and you're right, that gives Savickas the win. Will Savickas go for a world record attempt? Yes, he will. Confirmation that Savickas will go for a world record attempt right here at IFSA's European Championships. And here he comes.
Jumping out for this 200-kilogram log.
After a world record, Savickas, 202.5 kilos. And all the athletes are coming out of the tent to see the world record attempt. He's got it to the knees, rolls it up to the chest. Will he be able to press it out? Savickas! 202.5, locks it out. Savickas, a Herculean
fantastic
effort.
lifting from Savickas. 202.5 kilograms on a huge diameter log like that. That's fantastic lifting from the big Lithuanian and the new world record holder.
Superior power indeed from Savickas.
Just look at the replay again here, Doug. He gets it up, it's 2 inches away from lockout. He fights it out because he really wants this record. Terrific lifting from Savickas.
202.5 kilos, and he is standing by with Tammy Tyson.
Amazing, good job. You did it, you got the world record. How does it feel?
Thank you. I am very happy because I lift new world record, and I am very happy because it's a very good result, because as a guys lift only 170 kilograms. It's big difference.
Savickas is on a roll with his world record strength. Now, with one event remaining in the day, the rest of the field will look to make a move in the notorious truck pull. Riga, Latvia is the proud host to the IFSA Strongman European Championship.
My name is Magnus Thomas. I'm 36 years old and I'm a professional strongman from Sweden. Truck pull, a good event for me, tests leg strength and arm strength. The key is that you need to find a way to accelerate the weight as fast as possible the first 5-10 meters. After that, more or less everybody have the same speed. So what I do, I try to stay as low as possible, start with 2 small strides, and then I lengthen the strides very fast. And usually that makes the trick. And even if you lay low, it's the hips that has to be low. So just trying to always be as close to the floor so you can touch the floor with your hands at all time. And then it's just boom.
The truck pull, 22 meters, 30,500 pounds, 15.25 tons. First to battle the trucks, the Finnish Beach Boy.
Well, here goes big Tommy Lotter in the harness. This is his favourite event in the truck pull. If anybody can get down there in 30 seconds, I feel Lotter can. He's off to a terrific start there, Doug.
And he's in some of the best shape of his life, so this may be one of the lead times coming up. Tommy Lotter through the midway part of the course, coming up on 10 meters.
Great technique here by Lotter. Head down, very stable, speeding up a little bit now, fast strides. This is a terrific pull by Lotter.
It sure is. The final 2 meters are covered by Tommy Lotter, and a very solid effort from the big man from Finland. Boy, he looks in some of the best shape of his life.
He does indeed. He's happy with that. He knows it was a fast time. If we look back on the replay here, the start, very, very smooth. Increasing the pressure, lengthening the stride, all the way through the course to the finish line. Great result for Lotter.
Now in one of his best events, the legendary Swedish strongman.
6'6", Magnus Samuelsson, 150 kilos, 330 pounds, the giant Swede.
Yeah, Magnus, I talked to him a little earlier, and he said this is one event he is looking forward to, and you're right, this is an event that he specializes in.
Yeah, you see the start, high, once again a 2 start, little bit shaky though for Magnus that, he's got to start and pick it up now.
Full course pull is 22 meters, the truck weighing 15 1/4 tons, 30,500 pounds.
Well, he's starting to speed up, Samuelsson. He's still a little bit high though, not his usual technique of being down pretty low.
He'll stop the clock with Magnus Samuelsson.
I don't think it's as low down as he'd like to be, driving with the legs.
Samuelsson always wanted to stay low, but has failed to do so. Next up to take on the truck, Mortimer. Andrus Mortimer. Look at the size and the intensity.
We saw a world record in the farmer's walk, a good showing in the deadlift and log, but he's got it all to do now with his truck.
They take up the slack on the rope, but Mortimer trying to get the start.
Well, he slipped a little bit there. He's got the friction boots on, but that left leg is slipping a little bit.
I was going to say, it seems to be only the left leg that's coming out from under him.
Well, there's a bit of water on the course. You can see there, Doug, that's coming off the roof of the truck. Maybe he stepped in that on the way to the start line, and he's hampering his friction on that left foot. He's picking it up though now.
Andrus Mortimer needs to finish in style. Coming up on the finish line, 2 more meters from Mortimer, and there we go, stopping the clock.
You see this? His left leg here on the replay, slipping. Once again it slips, and you can't help think that's a little bit of water on his shoe because it dries out down the course. He starts to get traction again and pulls it to the finish line.
Andrus Mortimer at a time of 36.19 seconds. That's about middle of the pack for this competition.
The big Lithuanian, Savickas. Now it's on to the truck.
Yeah, this is the guy that's just lifted 202.5 kilograms on the log, the current world record holder, and the guy that everybody's out to beat at the moment, Savickas. Doesn't make many mistakes. You see, straight away off to a nice start for Savickas. The power in his legs is incredible. Big calves, big thighs. This guy squatted at over 900 pounds in an IPF powerlifting competition. Savickas is the real deal.
He sure is. He's picking him up and putting him down. Halfway through the course, Savickas coming up on the finish line. Makes some room. Savickas stops the clock.
Yeah, we just look at Savickas here again. You can see him driving. He's actually accelerating down the course, using that incredible bulk and leg strength to his advantage. And you can only help think this guy's just going to get stronger, Doug.
Yeah, and he certainly looked happy after seeing his time. He looked happy with the time at the end, 31.32.
So at the end of day one of the European Championships here in Riga, Latvia, Sadrunas Savickas, the Big Z, sits on top of the leaderboard. Ray Bergmanis, the local hero, is also in hot pursuit, and there's a logjam behind Bergmanis on the leaderboard. After 4 events, the strongman battle is on. 2 world records were shattered. 1 man dominated. 4 places at the World Championships still to be decided. Next time, when we conclude the Strongman European Championship.